5 years, the Iowa Mission of Mercy has traveled the state, providing much-needed no-cost oral health care. Patients come from far and wide to seek dental procedures, including cleanings, fillings, and extractions. For some Iowans, this is the first time in years they've seen a dentist. The Iowa Mission of Mercy, or Iowa IMOM for short, was originally brought to Iowa by several Iowa Dental Association member dentists. The concept was simple: provide a free 2-day dental clinic that has no restrictions and serves as many people as possible.
As I've been around it now for 5 years and looking not only at Iowa's experience but other states' experiences, the need is the same everywhere. There's just a lot of people who need help.
Since 2008, almost 7,000 patients have received more than $4.4 million in free oral health care. So how does a mission of mercy come together? Let's start with why we need a mission of mercy to begin with. Dr. Mary Mariani, president of the Iowa Dental Foundation and a longtime Iowa IMOM volunteer from the Quad Cities, explains.
There's a tremendous amount of need. There's a lot of folks that fall through the cracks, that they work 2 jobs and just don't have dental insurance. And dentistry is expensive. The overhead on dentistry is 3 and 4 times what it would be for medical. A lot of jobs offer medical insurance, but don't offer dental insurance.
Dentists aren't the only ones who see a real public need. Every year, the Iowa Mission of Mercy is visited by elected officials who want to see the dental clinic in action to get a better handle on where the gaps are in oral health care.
There's really nothing better than coming to one of these events. I've tried to get to these in the past. I've been unable to do it. I'm glad that I came today because I can actually see exactly what's going on, the numbers of folks who are in here, the kind of need that clearly they have that's going unfulfilled, and why we've got to work extra hard to make sure that these services are provided to as many people as possible.
State Representative Mary Masher arrived at the first Mission of Mercy 5 years ago and has been an incredible volunteer and advocate since then.
I don't think you can actually imagine what is here until you see it. How they had it set up, the numbers of people that are served, how they educate people about prevention and making sure that they take care of their teeth and what they can do. And then just the numbers of volunteers and dentists, hygienist assistants that come and volunteer their time. It is just phenomenal. When you think about $1 million worth of dental care in those 2 days, that is mind-boggling to me.
However, the most compelling testimonials each year come from the patients themselves. Each story is unique and heartfelt.
Well, I was diagnosed with breast cancer last year and I went through a lot of chemotherapy. And so I went to the USD Dental Clinic because I was having problems with some of my teeth. And she told me that I had what's called like a fascia cavity on most all of my teeth at the gum lines. And she said sometimes you can see that from the chemotherapy kind of ruining your enamel. And because I was going through breast cancer and I went through very rigorous chemotherapy and radiation, I was extremely sick. And so I lost my job and my dental insurance. And so she recommended that I come here.
Well, we live in Beloit, Wisconsin, and I have 6 children. And we do have insurance, but it's just out of pocket's too much. And I have one child who has a root canal, and they wanted $1,500. He's waited a month, so we came here because we knew there's great volunteers and great people who have been helping everybody. And that's what brought us here. I have 4 kids with cavities. Myself, I have a cavity, and we get it all done in one shot.
Truly appreciate all the effort that you guys are putting in, taking out of your careers and lives, and the dentists and the assistants and the volunteers. It's just great for some of us who can't afford to have procedures done all the time. Now, I know how I grew up in my life, and I work every day, and I'm a productive member of society, but there's only so much money to go around, and I put my money in my children's mouth. I spent $4,500 a piece on my 17-year-old girl and my son who's in college, for braces and get them a pretty smile or whatever. And there's never enough money left over for me, but IMOMs makes it possible for me to get that little extra that I need done too.
I've got 14 cavities that need filling because I haven't been able to afford to get my teeth cleaned for 3 years. I know what the situation is.
And so this will come out for the first time since 1981. And it'll come out, and then of course the new ones will go in, the flipper. They'll put that in. I did an impression last year so that they could look and see this year when all of the swelling went down, because that was a lot of teeth up on this side. All of these got pulled last year, so it was huge. And I had a big abscess, had 2 curly Qs that went through my sinuses, and they took care of me here. So it was like World War for me there. And we did it, and here, like I said, I'm going to have teeth. Next year, for my birthday on Groundhog's Day, I'm having teeth. I'm eating lettuce.
The success of the Iowa Mission of Mercy hinges each year on the generous contributions of the host community. It was decided early on that Iowa Mom would rotate venues throughout the state, ensuring that each region received equal access. Since its inception, Iowa Mom has visited Waterloo, Newton, Cedar Rapids, Sioux City, and Davenport. Dr. Kyle Galliardo was the head of the steering committee in Davenport. He talks about what it took to bring the clinic to his community.
Community is a tremendous part of this in terms of the money that's donated. We have to have food to feed our volunteers, snacks for our patients. All of that is donated. Local hospitals will donate medical services and volunteers for it. So we do some things on a statewide level, but the local component of this is just huge.
In addition to the contributions of the host communities, each year the dental community demonstrates its ongoing commitment to ensuring all Iowans receive the dental care they need. Dentists, dental hygienists, dental assistants, dental lab techs, and dental students each take time away from their own busy schedules to donate their skills. Not only does it meet today's need, but as Dr. Patty Meredith notes, it's setting the foundation for the future.
It's more of a philosophy than just a loyalty to IMOM, that they understand that this is a very fulfilling experience, whether they do it in their own office, and a lot of them do it in their own office and at the Iowa Mission of Mercy and at other missions. So it is more of a philosophy that they embrace than just one event.
But what makes the Iowa Mission of Mercy special year after year, community after community, is the spirit that follows the event. It is this feeling of appreciation and pride that touches everyone involved.
I think there's definitely a special spirit here. People come here because they want to be here. Everybody benefits from that, and everybody goes away happy.
We start pretty early in the morning. By 5 o'clock in the morning, there was a line of probably 500 people waiting to get in. And I was walking in with a colleague, and we got a standing ovation from the people that were waiting in line. And I tell you, it almost brings tears to your eyes.
Thank you from me and all my kids, and you're just such a great organization. We thank every one of you.
I do appreciate everybody inside that building.
Iowa Mission of Mercy, bringing smiles to Iowa.